National Day. Limelight for gabungan lah, right? So it's also a challenge where kita kena cari 300 pendikir to sit in, and I'm honoured because I bawa the 300 people out, and I'm the first person to bawa the whole team out. So I think that time, the acknowledgement that how active is gabungan tu terselar pada hari itu.
Perjuangan gabungan mimpi tetap kami buat. Selagi hayatikan badan, terus berlawan. Kami sesuara, rentak hebat berkawan. Dari gemuruh.
Nama saya Imran Ahmad, pengasas bagi kumpulan Keris Sri Andalas. Ini lama ni cerita. 30 tahun lebih dulu. Kan bila gabungan ditubuhkan? Yeah, so it's before 93, right? So aku say 93 tu I still young lah. Tapi ni dengar lah desas-desus. Jadi dulu daripada kumpulan seni macam Sri Wana, Sri Warisan, perkumpulan seni, mereka ni pernah duduk di Persatuan Rakyat lama lah di Kalang. So pernah diura-urakan kenapa ada persatuan tarian, persatuan silat, persatuan kompang, perhaps. Kenapa Dikir Barat tak ada? Pasal that time, masa tu Dikir Barat baru berjinak-jinak. Kalau cakap berjinak-jinak, zaman tu kita ada Nafi Utara, Dendang, Kesuma Dewa, kan, STJ, di kumpulan-kumpulan lama lah. Jadi daripada situ, tak silap saya lah, saya dengar lah, dan tu saya masih kanak-kanak riang, masih baru berjinak lagi nak belajar Dikir Barat ni. Perkataan ataupun sebelum nama gabungan ni ditubuhkan tu, mereka setuju untuk adakan satu persatuan Dikir Barat ni, dan of course the one who leads is Zarian Osman lah, Abang Yan. Dan daripada situ persetujuan antara orang-orang seni ataupun ikon-ikon seni dulu-dulu, diorang manage to get this perkataan gabungan. Dan gabungan itself tu very strong. It's about ikatan. So that is where they are looking at, that is where the direction of this gabungan comes in. Yeah, that's why dekat gabungan Dikir Barat Singapura. Dan Dikir Barat Singapura tu pasal pada masa tu kita masih berjinak-jinak lagi, main rebana, ada, tak silap saya, pertandingan nasional ada di Kalang, PA yang ada kan, if I'm not mistaken, right, one of the national competition, it coincide with National Day, dan I think dia punya performance ataupun the competition tu is like a birthday cake. It's at the open field of that Persatuan Rakyat tu. It's so huge, right? So that birthday cake tu, dia buat stage, and that is how, I think that is semi-final national, peringkat national lah. Yeah. So that is where it's come out with this gabungan Dikir Barat Singapura. Dulu saya member, one of them saya member, then after that ahli lah. Lepas ahli naikkan pangkat because setia dengan gabungan, terus setiausaha, secretariat. Right, then after secretariat itself, I was appointed ataupun voted, right? Pasal it's AGM kan, was voted to become vice president or vice chairman kan? Yeah. So 3 term. Kalau 3 term will be, I could say 6 years in gabungan that time. Yeah. Then in gabungan, my role is besides I'm not okay. So in gabungan, if I'm not mistaken, the kekuatan of gabungan, bila orang cakap gabungan je, orang akan cakap wah gabungan, right? Something name that people look up, right? So gabungan, if I'm not that time, right, I enter now lah. So the direction for gabungan is always 2 things. Satu is about seni, of course, then satu about management. So people will look high, orang-orang ataupun ahli Dikir Barat ni will look high how gabungan organize an event. Pasal that time, every CC will try to do a Dikir Barat competition. Every 2 months ada Dikir Barat competition. Every quarterly kita can see a Dikir Barat competition. Ataupun that time ada pesta dikir. Selalunya ada pesta dikir where each group akan datang buat performance, you know, that kind of thing. Kalau tak ada competition, ada pesta dikir. Kalau tak ada pesta dikir, ada competition. Selalu macam gitu. So they will have that, but but that is always see a CC standard. So gabungan is a different kind of view. People will say, wow, this is national standard of organisation. So that is about management lah. Another thing is about gabungan is of course that is where the Dikir Barat, Dikir Singapura tu, right, diorang nak rapikan dalam segi pengadilan, dalam segi konsep. So in gabungan there is two channel, I could say. Satu it's about the organisation ataupun the management, and lagi satu is about the kesenian itself. And gabungan is always it's a organisasi where people akan rujuk. If I want to do a competition, what should I do? You know, if I want to do an event, what should I do? And even at one time where Dikir Barat was a spike in Singapore, gabungan holds the calendar of doing a competition. So kalau nak buat competition tu, it's not to register but to inform gabungan that this kelab masyarakat akan mengadakan satu pertandingan Dikir Barat. So the rest won't overlap. Pasal it's a spike lah. That time everybody is looking at gabungan. No, everybody was looking to do a Dikir Barat competition, but Dikir Barat gabungan need to control the situation. Yeah, I think that is a time where gabungan was well seen. That is in control to do this communication lah.
So for yourself, tadi yang you cakap ada arts and ada admin kan, you yang bagian mana? Kalau waktu dalam gabungan.
So my role selalunya I will be part on the stage management. So I will push more to the artistic side. So secara tak langsung tu I'm the artistic director to do any event in gabungan during my time. Right, so so that is the thing that I was being tasked. I think one of the biggest project that I get is I was that time first time that gabungan anjurkan perdana di Esplanade, right? And I think it together with MediaCorp. I think so. Yeah. Sorry, I tak ingat numbers. So so that is the time where I need to direct, you know, how it goes. That's why I say in gabungan, I tell you, the one who sits in the council member ataupun the member itself, it comes from different background. Alright, I may come from this kumpulan, I may come from this kumpulan, but if I sit down there itself, my background is different. I'm very happy that time when I was in gabungan, I have a lawyer. We have a lawyer sitting down, if I'm not mistaken. One of the businessmen there sitting down there. You know, there's a cikgu, there is a facility, there is the hospitality people sitting down there in that committee itself. So everyone will share their knowledge, how to manage, and we see. That's why I say gabungan is good where the ikatan is there. Despite where you come from, but when we do a project, it really needs to do the thing lah. So my role is about production. My role is all about the production side lah. So I won't interfere so much to the kesenian, you know, that kind of thing. The judging criteria, because I think it cannot be overlapped. So I always believe production and artistic side should not be together. Yeah. Rosli was president. Then Johan Bobo was also the president. So I'm supporting them lah in a way. Rosli Samad, ya.
Apa acara-acara selain daripada tadi abang cakap Esplanade yang dekat perdana dekat Esplanade kan? Ingat tak buat ada events atau production yang ada gabungan yang artistic direction?
National Day. Yeah, that one. I think So that one was also a limelight for gabungan lah, right? So it's also a challenge where kita kena cari 300 pendikir to sit in. I think you involved, some involved, right? That kind of thing. And then I was also secara tak langsung also I was being selected to work with the artistic director for that National Day event lah. So and I'm honoured because I bawa the 300 people out, and I'm the first person to bawa the whole team out. So I think that time, that's why I say we try to bring up okay, acknowledgement and recognize is different, right? So recognize people tahu that is gabungan, tapi the acknowledgement that how active is gabungan tu terselar pada hari tu, terselar that year where wow, we are in the national event of National Day, I could say. It's opening act of National Day. Yeah. So that was very experience. Kenapa experience? Because it's come from different level, daripada primary school right up to adult, families, that kind of thing. Yeah, I still have fun. I still have fun shouting. I still have fun experience teaching on the truck to all the pendikir tu. It's very very interesting thing. Yeah, that's one of point. Yeah.
Cabaran dia what kind of challenges that you face?
Healthy challenges lah, because 300 orang come from different organisation, but what I like is about the respect. So this is the thing, see. So that time everybody was being yellow orange goldish thing lah, gold. So everybody wear the same uniform, right, regardless of what. So the challenge is, I could say, okay, it's a national event. So when come for rehearsal, everybody need to come. But the choreography need to change. When every rehearsal, there will always be a comment that, okay, we need to cut down time, we need to do this thing, we need to do that thing. The position from one end to one end, masa tu very important. You need to you have to clear within 30 seconds to one area. And if one of them lost their way, it looks back on us, then yeah. So that is what we experience lah. Another thing I experience, this is very interesting. Creativeness. So when Dikir Barat ni bukan setakat duduk main gendang, that kind of thing, but the message need to be much more. When we perform in stage itself, it has to be a different kind of concept. So in Singapore, it has to look another level up, right? That kind of thing. Besides, Dikir Barat, tapi they want it to be more level up. I still remember my time is before Gentar Rasa was held. They call it Hijrah Seni. Yeah. So I don't know whether you know. So I was the creative director was I can't remember, but he's Hijrah Seni. Abang Azmi. Then I was given a task to lead or to choreograph. That time my team was Sri Andalas, Raja Laut dan Ulan. So we call ourselves Aur, and we need to perform something different on the stage. To teach ataupun to guide pendikir-pendikir ni yang tak pernah libatkan diri dalam atau berkecimpung dengan seni-seni lain ni, kekok. Alright, that kind of thing. For them, it's just to sit, clap, sing, and that's it. So, but then when they want to involve in theatrical, when they want to involve in movements, I tell you, it's a very challenging thing. But I'm very proud. On the actual day, I think Dikir Barat, because Dikir Barat is very, very, very loud, right? And these three teams ni, we managed to form up a human batera on the stage. That time was old Kallang Theatre. I don't have the picture, but then I mean dulu tak ada a proper archive lah. But yeah, I managed to build up, or we managed to build up. I don't know how I convinced them. And these tiga kumpulan ni, Sri Andalas, Raja Laut dan Ulan, and we call themselves Aur lah. A-U-R, Aur, right? Aur dan Tebing, form up a batera on the stage. And it was so beautiful. So before that kayu, it's before that kayu. So we form up a batera on the stage. So that time, abang punya nama naik sikit lah. So so that is a time where I explore different thing. Then after that, comes in Gentar Rasa, that kind of thing. That is where I work with Yazis, to perform, that kind of thing. So from there, I think every performance, Gentar Rasa will be expected to perform a different thing, right? I think Mana perform, right, that kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's about my
Gentar Rasa tu abang Im punya role sama artistic direction dia.
a choreographer. So that is a choreographer for me to choreograph the whole thing. Yeah, so I will work with songwriters, musician to come up with a performance lah. Oh, Cinggi.
Gabungan right? Was it under gabungan? Or
Terja. Ya, gabungan. Okay, so before come to Cinggi, right? A lot of CCs will call me to become a artistic director consultant to. Okay, one that time was Dikir Barat was that level really, right? So level in a way that to do a Dikir Barat competition. So they don't harap so much from waiting for national to get 5,000. So CC is willingly to come out money. First prize $2,000, $3,000, ada yang $5,000, right? So inilah orangnya paksa CC to do it because I think it's fair enough lah. They put in effort. So that is where they hired me ataupun they get me to become an artistic director with a fees and to organize a Dikir Barat competition. So that is where it goes. Then subsequently Cinggi comes in lah. So Cinggi come in again besides National Day, they want to have a Dikir Barat Dikir Barat performance, but it was tasked to Jurong GRC. So Jurong GRC ni ada banyak CC, right? So they play part. So it's also part of Jurong GRC. Then they want us to perform in one of the Malay segment lah. Yeah. So that one is a challenge because kita akan perform atas air. Cinggi atas air. Yeah. So but interesting because after that there is a competition. Yeah, there is a competition.
follow up lepas ni
Terja. I think Terja, it was good, right? I don't know. Yeah, MediaCorp. Actually, it's not under MediaCorp. We hired MediaCorp Theatre. So Jurong GRC rented that place because other places was occupied, so only that space is available. So we rented that place. I think that one we tried different instruments. Right, I think was also quite marvelous lah. I could say it's good lah. Right, that kind of thing, that competition, something explore different instruments, that kind of thing. Terja Dikir. So that was not part under gabungan. So but then of course before I was being arrowed ataupun I was being assigned to do things, right, from CCs and so forth, the advice ataupun our consult from gabungan members lah. You know, I always say that okay, I was getting a project, this thing is okay. So that is where colleagues ataupun our friends from gabungan will come to me and say, okay Imran, I think this is wrong, this is right. You know, that kind of thing. You need to tell them. So this is where the advice comes in. So that's why the ikatan is there lah. The bonding is there. Yeah. So that's how it goes. I think gabungan always set a standard. They always remind this thing to me lah. How far we go, we must always remember the asas ataupun whatever we want them, whatever we perform. They always tell me that, Imran, do you want to see this thing for the next generation to follow? You know, which is always a good point. You know, that kind of thing. So if you think that this generation, this kind of performance, it's good for the new generation to follow, do. So that's what I always hold from my friends at that time. Dulu I main Dikir Barat, Sri Andalas, I think that kind of thing. So kita pun tak tahu rebana tu. I still remember the first time I masuk Dikir Barat, I bawa gendang main. Yang main ialah Yazis. Kita main gendang dua muka. Kita tak tahu pasal gendang and all these things lah, right? But I was so fascinated. That time I was not in the gabungan. But I just want to share this thing. I was not in the gabungan, but I think the previous seniors who do this perdana where they do it is at conventional hall, which is it Suntec? Yeah. So I was fascinated dengan the whole thing that they do it. Although that time there is no LED screen, to be frank, right? There is no technology involved, but the standards that they do was superb because to do in a Suntec conventional hall, the space is really, you need to build up the tempat duduk. That's one thing, right? Number two, the stage has to be good enough for the audience. Okay, kita pergi concert, right? it has to be that enough, that space. The second thing is the sound system, right? So I was amazed. So that one is very hard. It's before my time, like, it's Abang Yan time, that kind of thing. So that is a time where that is really benchmark. I mean, for us to follow that benchmark, I tell you, is quite difficult. But I think we are trying our best to lead that thing. Yeah, the era changed, right? So I think that is one that I can say that I amazed. Yeah, but for me, I think every journey is always a learning journey lah. Oh yeah, I think I like one thing where bukan I lah, I cuma direct lah kan. But Nas pernah perform where kita ada, you know, at SP kan, yang kita the last part that wah bulan ramai-ramai yang 3 tingkat tu, that kind of thing. So the idea is, I say to myself, kalau istana budaya ada 3 tingkat, 4 tingkat main Dikir Barat, kenapa kita tak boleh buat? So the challenge come to, you know, that kind of thing. So I bilang the organizer, I want to do tingkat. And they look at me, ya betul. Ya, saya want to do tingkat. But they challenge me back. Okay, I want, they say, okay, Im boleh, tapi kita just get the whole of Dikir Barat team to comes in to sit. Okay, I was a bit frightened. Macam mana aku nak cakap gini pasal kalau competition, banyak orang takkan dengar. Even kalau lepas competition, orang organizer cakap, jangan salin baju ambil idea. Tapi kita tetap salin baju pasal kita nak balik cepat, right? Right. So, how can I convey that message to 15 kumpulan yang hebat-hebat, that kind of thing? Tak ada gila, tapi they have their own perception, right? Why must I come for rehearsal? Why must I come, that kind of thing? You know, juara karut kena the opening, kena, you know, kena bow lah, kena, you know, that kind of thing. That was a challenge. That one I could say there's a good experience, but I was surprised lah. After so many years of doing thing, the respect is there lah. Where I don't know, probably the Dikir Baratis ni tahu that don't touch Imran. Imran is the king of the stage, you know, that kind of thing. Probably because I think Gabungan always ask me to do directing, right? So orang tahu Imran is that stage, that kind of thing. And I was surprised when come for rehearsal, semua dengar kata. That was wow, dekat kita, that kind of thing. So duduklah kan, that kind of thing. Then Nas sing, a few of yours sing right on the stage, and it come out in newspaper berita, and not in Melayu but in surat khabar Cina. Punca. Yeah. So there's some there is some competition that I pernah lead lah or direct. Piala Puncak Emas, Terja. There's one irama DK yang pernah buat. Right, that time kita buat tempat stadium. Itu lagi short. Jurong Indoor Stadium. Ya. And kita panggil kumpulan penyanyi Megat Nordin. Megat was there. I met Megat. Megat was a ranger, so dia datang dengan baju ranger dia, you know, that kind of thing. Still remember Megat Nordin. There's one more also, penyanyi lama, pendikir daripada Kelantan. We managed to get them to come in, one of the judges. But I managed to convince the committee to do at Jurong Indoor Stadium, sebelah swimming pool. So that is where in Gabungan, right, there's two division lah. Satu will focus on the kesenian of Dikir tu, right? Another one is the administrative, right? So this the administrative is very important. So komunikasi ataupun documentation will be channeled to only these particular people, right? So of course we seek funding, we talk to our patron, kita berbual dengan our patron, we find sponsors, you know, go down to the ground and tanya, that kind of thing. So I was not in that sponsor punya team, but what I know that they really put in effort, they really go down and talk, they really humble themselves to gain this thing, because at the end of the day, we are a non-profit organisation, and we always commit ourselves to say that we are volunteers. right? So we represent kumpulan-kumpulan and we sit down there. So the word volunteers comes in lah. And that's why kita do it sincere lah. That's one that I wish to do is to have a almost tapi tak tercapai lah to form up a Singapore team to represent Singapore to all around the world, which we can do it, but that time we are not able. I almost got a contract with Astro, right? Yeah. So but unfortunately it doesn't go through due to certain circumstances lah. We can't manage. And yeah, that is my wish actually, to form a team. I did manage to talk and yeah, to form this team to be, it's nice. I represent Singapore, Dikir Barat, and bukan daripada satu kumpulan tapi campur kumpulan. So it's very nice because the experience comes in when so long time bila ada PA under Melayu, that time belum mesra lagi lah, nama mesra belum mesra, tapi nama mesra tu belum ada lah. Okay, kita pernah pergi Indonesia, then I still remember ada a bit of different team sit in. Sri Kandi was there, that time was Kesuma Dewa was also there. Nafiri, Sri Andalas, and all the teams was there, and kita perform part Indonesia that time thing. But that one was very impromptu thing lah. So there was so many years, that kind of thing. But my time sadly lah, tak tercapai lah angan-angan tu. Who knows, the new gabungan team Kepong.
So mungkin
Okay, future
harapan untuk future exco gabungan.
Okay, let's don't put it harapan lah. Harapan ni selalunya just hope. There is always, kita should have a target lah. Alright. For now, I think target is very important. Everybody will say KPI, everybody will say target, everybody will say what we want to do. Kalau harapan is just a wish, right? So, and my perception is always that we should reach to that target that we should aim. So, how to work is that the orang-orang lama should not to share, tapi to give in or to listen what the youngsters would want, and the youngsters should seek advice. The word is advice on can it be done or can it not be done. So that's how to and fro. So and from there should be a target that I want. Okay, if there is no project, it will be stagnant. So the new people ataupun the new gang, aku say, production gang ni should aim something high, and reach to that thing. Of course, there will be a lot of I don't say it's challenges, but then there is a lot of stories to tell. Another thing that I want to share is that my time there is no archive. So when we do something, make sure there is a story and there is a loop to close down. So we can you are going to form a national competition. So make sure there is a story to share when that kind of thing. If not, there will be no stories and no one knows what's going on. So have a target, know what you're going to do. Don't put harapan, but work towards it. Harapan is always macam lagu harapan kecewa kan. Kita tak pernah dengar harapan gembira kan. Lagu tak pernah. So it's always harapan kecewa, dan orang akan nyanyi lagu harapan kecewa tu. So let's aim for, must have a target.
Ini ada satu soalan patutnya.
Dulu ni about all dulu bukan gabungan je lah lain-lain. Kalau kita nak masuk persatuan pun, there is always a fee to join in. So probably so it was adapted by gabungan lah that if I'm not mistaken, I think that time I was still young lah. So this is what I heard, that to join gabungan there will be a little fees that you need to join in. I think that fee is basically to have a commitment that you are part of gabungan, probably. Yeah. So but I think that time gabungan probably they already release out their direction, apa yang dorang gabungan boleh buat to the there is lah the services that gabungan can help. So kumpulan yang nak masuk, probably they can register and give the application fees lah. Yeah, how much 50, 100, I don't know. I can't remember the exact amount lah. Yeah. Side track sikit lah. Kadang-kadang I was also being assigned. This is a real fact lah. I was also being assigned to do other project. Like I think I was given a contract to do artistic director for Gentar Rasa, and I got 2 years contract. And I'm not a full time in artistic lah. I mean, I'm not in a full time in arts lah. I have my own work, right? That kind of thing. I was being hurt ataupun I was being kecam lah in the social media. That time Facebook was is the one thing that every single thing that was being performed, I was being criticized, right? But when kita tapis balik, there is not much things that is being done, but I was being really criticized, and until I go for depression, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is a real story. And what I heard is that Imran ni cuba potong jalan rezeki kepada full time orang main seni. This is come to my ear, but I don't see black and white lah. You know, people talk, yeah, but sometimes this talk orang akan buat cerita saja. We don't know, but it really hurts to that kind of thing. Until actually was a 3rd year contract, but the 3rd year we decided not to continue. Yeah, so dia cakap, who is Imran? You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, so it really hurts. But and I don't get much as an artistic director. You know the value of artistic director ni, if you can form out one musical theatre, the cost would be 10k and above, right? In a lower range of 10k and above. Honestly speaking, I don't lay tables. I don't ask. Even during when I was being a consultant untuk to form how to do a Dikir Barat competition where GRC, the words that I say is that important, I can buy food to my kid. So I didn't state any cost for that. So it's a real fact lah. So why I do that is because I believe rezeki is from God, right? And it won't be a full stop. If rezeki you pat situ lah. You know, that kind of thing, right? If you put a price itself, you need to deliver, which I can, I know, but it's from hati lah. I don't know, it's from my heart. Yeah, it's always from my heart. We talk, we share. Kau tak suka lah. They always know in theatre, right? I also involved in theatre. I direct theatre. Siapa ni? Pak Nadi Putra. I still remember. So I direct one small theatre. It was being mentioned that I think Pak Nadi mentioned that banyak orang ni tak suka Imran pasal Imran cakap terlampau direct. You know, that kind of thing. Tapi logic, which I didn't know. You know, that kind of thing. Tapi whatever he say is logic. And after that, I thank him. It's not satu criticization, but it's me, that kind of thing. So probably orang tak suka that way. Yeah, I never put a price. National Day, you know, National Day, the big concert itself, there is no choreography fee for me. I'm just giving the fair, whatever the members received as a fee, that is what I get. So, no, it's arts. Confirm is daripada hati lah. Kalau kita nak masak pun kita daripada hati lah. Tapi it's about friends lah. It's about who you are. You know, that kind of thing. I can have another person. I can get Faizal to sit with me. Faizal punya skill in gendang tu lagi bagus daripada me. Tapi if I play gendang, I cannot be skillful as him. Tapi kalau Faizal do my job, that kind of thing, Faizal also not be skillful with me. Pasal Faizal is not specialized with me. So I believe individual tu ada his own capability. And when we sit, we are not pointing finger, that kind of thing. That is where the contribution comes in. I always believe that there is someone better than us. So, lelo, yeah, it's always a humble thing to do things lah. That's why I say must aim high. Very direct, jangan puak-puak. That's why I tell you, sitting when you sit in the council table to itself, must always understand that everyone come from a different background, everyone has his own speciality. Always focus on the meeting agenda. Jadi tak lari. Jadi walaupun there is a debate is always within that table. It should not be bawa keluar. Bawa keluar is always a discussion. It's not a debate. A meeting is always a debate, that kind of thing. And lagi satu, budak-budak zaman sekarang ni tak suka meeting kalau so I think the seniors, right, you have to know macam mana nak tackle budak-budak ni, that kind of thing, where to you know, that kind of thing, to join all this discussion comes in. Oh, lagi satu, right, what I can think of now, the thing that I can suggest, right, ataupun I want it good to be done, to have a follower. So a follower where gabungan follower. So it will be quite interesting where kita tak pernah terfikir nak buat follower, that kind of thing. You can say that, yeah, I'm from this kumpulan, I ada my budak Dikir Barat, that kind of thing. But that Dikir Barat, dia tak follow gabungan. Dia orang follow dia punya leader apa cakap apa, ataupun the instructor cakap apa, that kind of thing. So instructor tu cakap A, dia akan follow A. Tapi we don't know whether that is a true communication. So I think we should have a follower. Tapi to have a follower itself now is all about content, right? So I think the new people whose verse is multimedia, show your talent, contribute something in the social media. So from there you will get follower. You must get a follower. Kalau tidak, gabungan akan be that gabungan saja. You know, that kind of thing. So imagine yourself yang orang kau tu, you are a celebrity. You know, you are someone people look high on you. You are icon for Dikir Barat. Actually people who sits in gabungan tu are considered is an icon because people look high. People vote for you to become there. Right. So I think you should have a follower for gabungan. Alah, tak payah terima kasih lah.
Jangan ditanya apakah sumbangan gabungan, tetapi tanyalah sumbangan kamu kepada gabungan.